Up you come. That's a boy. Louis is a narcotic detector dog. He's trained in all our sort of illicit substances. I've trained him right from the very start, and we've had success together, and it's pretty rewarding.
The detector dogs are picked up from here every morning for deployment, and today officers Dave and Silas, along with their canines, are headed to the Melbourne International Mail Centre.
There's different jobs at the post that we've got to do. There's a certain amount of mail trays that we've got to clear, parcels that we've got to clear. So that's our first job today.
At the mail centre, thousands of packages are processed every day, and that's where Louis comes in.
Come on. Yeah, let's go.
With their strong sense of smell and powerful retrieve drive, the dogs are a fast and efficient detection tool for officers.
For us to just be able to lay it down and then sort of rely solely on the dog to give us some kind of area to start searching and looking, it's pretty crucial.
Louis' first task is to check a load of mail from the United Kingdom, and he knows what he's here to do.
The mission today is to find some drugs. Hopefully, he's on his game today. That'd be nice if it is. Let's go, buddy. Up, find it.
Almost immediately, Louis sits, indicating there may be narcotics in one of the envelopes nearby.
Good boy, mates. Good boy. Ah, good boy, buddy. Good boy, mate.
He is rewarded for his efforts, and Officer Dave will now investigate further.
Very rarely does he give me a reaction like that that isn't a true reaction, so I'm pretty confident there's going to be narcotics in here. Lewis! Oh, good boy!
In Sydney, a large family of 8 arriving from China claim they have nothing to declare. But officers suspect they may be lying when the X-ray of the first of their 15 bags appears to contain organic material.
Starting off with the first bag that went through, we're going to check that one.
And it's not just the first bag that presents a problem.
And the next one.
And that one.
Yeah, and the next one, it's in the middle. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
And the one behind it.
And the one behind it. All of them. A lot of organic material, a lot.
With 15 huge bags between them, this family's false declaration has created a massive job for the biosecurity team.
All our officers will be hands-on with this inspection today. All of them.
But before searching their enormous collection of luggage, Officer Andrea wants to make sure the passengers completely understand their declaration cards, which are written in Chinese.
Everyone can understand Chinese and they speak Chinese.
Yeah.
And they sign their own cards. They signed?
Maybe ask.
They signed their cards?
你们自己填的吗？你们自己填的。
Okay, we're going to start opening all these bags, okay?
By signing the declaration card, each individual has confirmed they have nothing to declare. Yet amongst the luggage, officers immediately uncover a major biosecurity risk.
Oh, here we go, Jeanette. Here we go.
Border Force officers checking passports at the primary line have flagged this South Korean man who has arrived on a tourist visa. His documents indicate that he is a regular visitor to Australia, and officers want to know why. He claims he is here for a 15-day holiday, but officers have serious doubts after a routine bag search uncovers a huge amount of undeclared cigarettes.
It's unreasonable to believe that an individual would need such a large amount of cigarettes to consume for a short period of stay.
Over 60 cartons are counted, adding up to thousands of dollars in duty. But for now, they will be seized while the passenger is formally interviewed.
I need to ask you some questions.
Officer Ross wants to know why the man has travelled here on a tourist visa 9 times in the last 18 months, and sometimes staying for up to 3 months at a time.
In those 3-month periods, what did you do?
I play casino and drink and party and club and Gold Coast too.
Holidaying in Australia for so many months at a time doesn't come cheap. The man says he earns his money by managing his family's children's clothing company in South Korea.
What is your annual income?
100,000이에요?
Maybe around $100,000 in Australian dollars.
How much money do you have with you today?
현찰은 없고 카드에서 뽑을 수 있는 게
I don't have cash on me, but I think I can withdraw money from my card, about $10,000.
He then produces 2 credit cards, but close inspection reveals a problem, as the cards are not his. And Officer Ross is sure this man is up to something. He just needs to work out what it is.
Between those periods, you stayed 12 days, and then you left.
Australian Border Force officers have some serious doubts over the sole reason for this South Korean man's previous 9 visits during the past 18 months, and he says it's all been for holidays.
The purpose was when traveling and went to casinos and also went to karaoke rooms.
He has arrived with 60 cartons of undeclared cigarettes and 2 credit cards which are not his.
Where is your name on the card?
와이프 카드랑 저희 아빠
It's
카드랑
my father's card and my wife's card. So before I use it, I must make a phone call and then I use it.
The interview is immediately suspended and the Australian Federal Police are contacted.
He was banging on about going to a money shop and getting money, but using other people's cards.
It is possible that the credit cards are stolen and the AFP arrived to speak to the passenger.
So these credit cards I'm going to take and I'm going to destroy.
Why?
Because they're not yours.
Both cards are seized and Border Force must now determine if this man will be allowed to enter the country.
Without any money, it's not looking good.
Narcotics detector dog Louis has shown a strong interest in some envelopes sent from the UK, and he's rewarded by Officer Dave for his efforts.
Good boy, mate.
The mail, identified by Louis, is taken to the deconstruction room, where 2 particular envelopes require a closer look. The first appears to contain very little, but is heavily taped, which raises suspicion.
Cardboard there. It's a bit strange.
As they carefully cut through yet another layer, they find a heat-sealed bag inside.
Heat seal is supposed to hide the odour, but we just saw it with Louis then. He's all over it. Our dogs have got very strong noses, a lot stronger than humans, so he's done well.
Inside the heat-sealed bag, officers find a concealment of what they suspect is narcotics.
You can see that white sort of powder.
Fellow Officer Michelle is called over to carry out testing on the contents.
And there's our crystal white powder.
First Defender laser technology will identify exactly what the substance is.
And it's come up as ketamine.
Ketamine is used by medical practitioners as a general anaesthetic and, in the wrong hands, can be deadly. It's an illegal import into Australia.
I'll crack this one open and have a look.
And it may not be the only illicit substance which Detector Dog Louis has picked up.
Looks like a powder.
A second envelope, also sent from the UK, reveals another heat-sealed bag containing a suspicious substance. Biosecurity officers are inspecting this family's luggage after X-rays showed it contains unidentified organic matter.
We have a family of about 7 travelling from China. They're all non-declarant. I've got all our officers helping with the inspection.
As the massive search begins, the first bag reveals a high-risk item.
Oh, here we go, Jeanette. What's this one?
It's seafood.
Did you catch this yourself? Did you buy it from somewhere?
Yeah, by
And you put it inside the bottle?
Yeah.
It is fresh, so that's the problem today. You can't bring it in like that.
The seafood is the first of an astonishing amount of undeclared food.
What's this one? Is this meat?
This one like peanut.
Okay, like a sweet. Sweet,
Like that.
okay.
What is this one?
Oh, rice.
Rice.
Then we've got some meat here. What is this? Flour? Flour. We've got about 1 kilo of prawns. You know what that is? For tea.
While some of the food presents no concern, others are an extreme biosecurity risk.
Oh, look at this, Susan. It's got like borer infestation through it, and there's some green leaves material through that. Oh, look at that. Fungus.
Borer and fungus infestations make these items a danger to the Australian environment.
These ones are out too, guys. Red mushroom. They're pinky red colour. These ones are out.
As officers continue the monumental search, the sheer volume of undeclared food items suggests it's not all for personal use.
So taking those. You know, all these foods you've brought in, this is commercial quantity. This is a lot of food to be brought in.
Just when they think they've seen the worst of it, Officer Andrea is shocked to find yet another high-risk item.
What is this?
Look at that. A huge collection of undeclared high-risk items has been found in this family's luggage, and the nasty surprises are still coming. Oh, here we go. It's yet another potential threat to Australian agricultural industries. But when Officer Jeanette asks why the woman has brought unidentified plant cuttings from China, she receives a less than convincing answer.
For cleaning? Yeah. Like a broom? Yeah. No, this is... I don't believe that you're using this for a broom. It's too thick for a broom. What is it for? What are you going to use it for? For broom. I don't believe this is for a broom. It's too thick. This is something you need to declare. This is not allowed. It is a problem. I just got a seed out of that. If there's seeds inside there, that's a problem because that can grow and that is likely to harbour exotic pest or disease. This is a problem and you can't bring it in, okay?
Whatever the intended use, this homemade broom is another high-risk item. And for officers, it's not the only potential brush with disease.
Cover your mouth, please, when you cough.
While the undeclared food keeps on coming.
All the way down is seafood noodles, yeah?
So much food.
It's likely these passengers will be issued a substantial fine. And with such an enormous haul, they could be facing maximum penalties.
It's not looking very good for them. This is almost bordering on a prosecution.
Border Force officers at the Melbourne Mail Centre have located white powder in an envelope sent from the UK, and it has tested positive for ketamine. But now, a second suspicious envelope from the same batch also appears to contain narcotics.
See that?
Oh, this one appears as if it might have a few substances. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So we've got a white powder or crystal there and a brown crystal there.
Once deconstructed, it's clear the envelope contains 2 bags.
I'm just going to test the white powder first.
First offender gives another clear, positive result.
Ah, it's actually come up ketamine.
The second substance is suspected to be MDMA, otherwise known as ecstasy. A narcotics indicator kit is used for confirmation.
And now it should go to a blue colour, which indicates MDMA. And straight away, it's gone to MDMA.
It's been a successful day, and Officer Dave doesn't forget to thank Louis for all his hard work.
Yeah, good boy, mate.
We put a lot of work in our dogs and we trust our dogs. And to find something that you've trained the dog on from an early age, it's very rewarding.
Korean man is visiting Sydney for the 10th time in less than 2 years. He arrived today with 60 cartons of undeclared cigarettes which have been seized, and 2 illegal credit cards which he had planned to use have been handed over to the Australian Federal Police. Border Force officers are trying to work out what he is up to, and the passenger finally provides a clue.
Where did you stay in Sydney?
And so the Star City.
Star City.
Yeah. So because very expensive in Star Hotel.
Yeah.
So I play game many times. So
he stays at Star City Casino on every visit, and Officer Ross suspects the real reason he's here is to gamble professionally.
If you stayed here for 3 months and say you paid $800 per week, that's $9,600 per stay.
Sometimes I win, so I have big money.
How much did you win?
100,000.
You have no money now.
Yeah.
You won 100,000. Where is it?
Sometimes I win 100, but because result, I lost money. I have no money.
I know you have no money.
So because go to Korea and come back here. Yeah. So no money, so go to Korea, come back.
With this admission, there is now sufficient evidence for Officer Ross to take the next step.
I'm going to serve you a notice to cancel your visa.
The man has a chance to respond to the notice, and he finally comes clean.
Come back, because I lost money, a lot of money in Australia, in Star City. So
I know you've lost a lot of money.
1 million lost money.
Looks like this passenger's luck may have finally run out.
Hold short of Delta taxiway.
This family of Australian residents have arrived from China with an enormous amount of undeclared food, so they are now facing a potential fine or even prosecution.
It's unusual that these people live here and they've travelled before and they haven't declared anything of this quantity. It's not going to be too good for them today. These are prohibited items, okay? Even if you had said yes on the cards today, these items still would have been confiscated. So none of this was declared today, hence why you're getting fined today, and also all this is not permitted. It's $720 fine today.
But one member of the family is not willing to accept losing her favourite foods and appeals to an officer in an effort to reclaim them.
This one, can I eat of that?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
This one I said.
No. Who did you ask?
Can I help her? Please, this is my plane.
No. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. None of this, okay? Thank you. I just asked you please to stand over there. Thank you.
It is now clear to the woman that there can be no bargaining with biosecurity officers, and the family must pay $720 in fines.
All in all, we've seized approximately 45 kilos of prohibited items, taken out of roughly 15 large bags.
All right, you will need to sign here for me.
I personally fail to understand why people don't declare. It is a danger to our agricultural and horticultural industries. This inspection took us an hour of their time, plus they were fined for not declaring.
In addition to the 2 fines, hundreds of dollars worth of food has been confiscated, making it a very expensive lesson for the family, who will now enter the country with their bags a massive 45 kilograms lighter. This South Korean man is anxiously waiting to find out if he will be allowed to enter the country, as Officer Ross discusses his case with airport management.
Basically, the guy's a gambler. He's admitted that he's lost $1 million. He's got 2 credit cards in other people's names. One he claims is his father's, the other is his wife. So he's got zip money, nothing. In his bag, he had 60 cartons of cigarettes, and they've been seized under the Customs Act.
Believing the man intended to sell the cigarettes to fund his gambling, they will now be destroyed, while the passenger is informed of his fate.
We've done a money count. You do not have any money at all. You don't have the financial capability of supporting yourself for the next 15 days.
나가서 팔기만 해도 돈이 생긴다고요.
In my bag, I have a lot of stuff, sunglasses, shoes, you know, some other expensive stuff. When I go out, I can sell them, and I will get money straight away.
It's a final desperate plea.
Mr. Lee, you cannot give me substantial reason why I should not cancel your visa. Therefore, I will inform you now, at this time, that I will cancel your visa and I will send you back to Korea. Do you understand?
네.
Yes.